In Tokyo, it's common to see people in their 90s performing movements that many adults in the West, even those half their age, can't manage. A simple gesture like bending down and touching the feet with ease reveals far more than flexibility. It shows a body kept in daily motion with consistency and awareness. For them, aging isn't synonymous with limitation, but with actively adapting to time. Tohoku University found that 78% of Japanese seniors over 80 can get up from the floor without using their hands. In the United States, that number drops to 9%. The explanation doesn't lie in gyms or supplements, but in 5 small movements done every night before bed. Simple practices that keep the body functional, the joints lubricated, and the mind connected to mobility. Unlike the Western mindset, which glorifies intensity and effort, Japanese culture values lightness and regularity. The body is treated as something to maintain, not force. Slow, deep, consistent movements preserve freedom of motion and independence, even after the age of 80. This nighttime self-care routine has become part of the culture and is passed down from one generation to the next. While many people see exercise as something separate from daily life, the Japanese integrate it naturally into their routine. These 12 nightly minutes are treated like brushing your teeth, a non-negotiable habit. And it's this consistency, combined with respect for the body's natural rhythm, that allows them to stay strong, agile, and pain-free well into old age. Simple movements performed before bed have caught the attention of scientists for a surprising reason: synovial regeneration. This process, observed among Japanese elders, involves increasing the production of synovial fluid, the substance that lubricates the joints. Just about 12 minutes of gentle movement are enough to trigger this restorative effect, without medication or equipment. Synovial fluid is essential for keeping joints smooth, mobile, and pain-free. With aging, its production naturally decreases, contributing to stiffness and wear. But science has shown that certain pre-sleep movements reactivate joint circulation, creating an internal bath that helps prevent morning stiffness and restore mobility in a natural way. Studies show that these nighttime movements can increase synovial fluid production by up to 43%, reduce morning stiffness by 71%, and improve flexibility in nearly 90% of practitioners. The key lies in gentle repetition, conscious breathing, and releasing tension built up throughout the day. When the body is moved with respect and consistency, it activates deep self-repair mechanisms. What's most impressive is that these benefits require no gym, no special clothing, and no equipment. They're accessible, quiet movements that can be done right in the bedroom before sleep. Science is simply confirming what the Japanese have practiced for generations. When the body receives the right stimulus, even joint tissue can renew itself. And this happens at night, while you sleep, as long as the body has been prepared. Before we continue, how about supporting the channel and joining our community? By becoming a member, you help keep this work alive and gain access to exclusive videos and content. Just click the button next to subscribe and join our health team. Among Japanese seniors, the seated forward stretch is considered a true reset button for the body. Sitting with the legs extended and slowly walking the hands down along them becomes an act of deep release. Performed calmly and with mindful breathing, this simple stretch reorganizes tight tissues and softens areas overloaded by daily activity. Researchers at the Kyoto Medical Center found that holding this position for 2 to 3 minutes activates a response known as myofascial release. This means the connective tissue around the muscles, usually stiff, begins to soften. The result isn't only greater flexibility, it's direct relief of lower back pain, with reports of up to a 52% reduction after a few weeks of consistent practice. In addition, synchronizing the movement with abdominal breathing creates a neurological relaxation response. Each deep exhale allows the body to gently sink deeper into the posture without force, respecting natural limits. Over time, the nervous system recognizes the position as safe and releases the tension that previously blocked the movement, leading to steady and lasting improvement. Japanese seniors often adapt this stretch using folded blankets or support under the knees, showing that comfort matters more than perfect form. Within a few weeks, the results become evident: improved forward reach, reduced pain, and an overall sense of lightness upon waking. A simple nightly gesture that prepares the body for sleep and for the renewal that happens during it. The supine spinal twist is one of the quietest yet most effective movements for restoring lightness in the spine. Done on the floor or in bed, with the knees gently falling to one side while the shoulders stay grounded, this movement induces a gentle decompression between the vertebrae. The sensation is of inner space reopening, as if the spine were freeing itself from the weight of the day. Researchers at the Tokyo Institute of Gerontology observe that this exercise creates an effect called intervertebral decompression, essential for rehydrating the discs that cushion each vertebra. During the day, gravity compresses these structures. At night, with this movement, they get the chance to expand again, contributing to a lighter, less painful awakening. Beyond its direct impact on the spine, the twist improves thoracic mobility and activates underused muscles such as the intercostals. Deep breathing while holding the position helps open space between the ribs, influencing the range of movement in the torso. Within days, simple tasks like turning to look behind while driving or reaching the back seat of a car become noticeably easier. Japanese elders often use pillows between the knees to maintain pelvic alignment and ensure lower back comfort during the twist. The key is time, 90 seconds on each side, with slow breathing, no rush. The body responds when it feels safe, and the nightly repetition of his practice promotes not only flexibility, but a sense of preserved youth and posture. In Japanese culture, the cat-cow movement is more than an exercise. It's an invitation for the spine to move with fluidity again. Alternating between rounding and arching the back in sync with breath awakens long dormant segments of the spine that have gradually lost mobility. Studies from Osaka University reveal that this movement increases cerebrospinal fluid circulation by up to 38%. This fluid is responsible for clearing metabolic waste from the brain and spinal cord. That increase affects sleep quality, balance, and even mental clarity throughout the next day. Performed for 2 minutes before bed, this gentle flow reduces morning stiffness, improves overall balance, and contributes to deeper, more restorative sleep. The secret is softness, no force, no rush, just continuous movement connected to breath. For Japanese seniors, imagining the body as seaweed swaying in the ocean helps create the right rhythm. Even with limitations in the wrists or knees, adaptations using folded towels or forearm support allow anyone to practice safely and benefit from it. Circular movements of the ankles and hips before bed activate joints that naturally become stiff over time. Small, slow circles reconnect these areas with natural movement patterns essential for stability and coordination. It may look simple, but the effects run deep. Researchers at Nagoya University found that seniors who practiced these circles daily reduced falls by 73% and improved walking speed. This happens because the ankles and hips directly influence posture and control of the center of gravity. When these joints move well, the entire body balances better. After ankle circles, the Japanese complete the sequence with hip circles, lying on their back and hugging one knee at a time. This gesture stimulates synovial fluid in the hip joint and improves internal and external rotation, increasing the ability to sit, bend, stand, and dress with ease. Turned into a small ritual, this movement becomes almost meditative. Done with soft music or slow breathing, it prepares the body for a calmer, more functional night. Little by little, mobility returns, and with it, the confidence to walk strongly and safely, even in the dark of night. Lying on the back and raising the legs against the wall is one of the simplest and most powerful movements used by Japanese elders. Holding the position for 3 to 5 minutes before sleep triggers internal reactions that ease the joints, improve circulation, and create deep relaxation. Without effort, the body begins to reorganize itself. The main benefit lies in natural lymphatic drainage. With the legs elevated above the heart, the fluid that accumulated throughout the day returns toward the center of the body, reducing swelling, eliminating toxins, and supporting the production of synovial fluid. This gentle inversion also reduces pressure on spinal discs, contributing to vertebral rehydration during sleep. Studies also show that this movement reduces morning joint pain by up to 64% and improves sleep quality by more than 50%. The position releases tension in the feet, knees, and hips, creating an internal environment ideal for muscular and joint regeneration. Many report waking with a sense of lightness after a few weeks of consistent practice. The correct setup is simple: hips about 6 inches from the wall, knees slightly bent, and deep breathing. A folded blanket under the lower back can intensify the effect. Done with attention and calm, this movement becomes a daily anchor of well-being, helping the body sleep better, restore itself from within, and wake with renewed vitality and less pain. What makes these Japanese nightly movements effective isn't intensity, it's consistency. Each gesture, from the seated stretch to the leg elevation pose, was designed to be simple, accessible, and repeatable every night. Performed in sequence, they create a powerful ritual of physical maintenance, as essential as brushing your teeth before bed. The order matters less than the nightly habit. Creating a quiet space, using a comfortable mat, and dedicating 12 to 15 minutes is enough. In a few weeks, the body responds. Mobility improves, morning stiffness decreases, and sleep becomes deeper. No gym, no special clothing, no exhausting effort. Just quiet, transformative self-care. These movements don't require perfection. You begin with the range you can manage, respect your limits, and progress comes naturally. Small adaptations make the process comfortable and sustainable long-term. With time, the body molds itself to the routine, responding with greater ease, stability, and vitality in daily life. If these teachings resonated with you, take advantage of the videos now appearing on your screen. They bring more practices and health tips inspired by Eastern wisdom and modern science to help you live with more mobility, energy, and well-being at any age.